GTA 6 has been delayed again, and the key question for investors of Take-Two is like, will they have enough cash before they run out of money? Read the disclaimer right here in the video description below, and also join us, TNST, the most popular stocks of the US market and also the European market. And this is a very surprising stock, because here you can clearly see this year only, we're talking about a negative net income of 4.47 billion. Overall, in the last 3 years, we're talking about a negative net income of around minus 8 billion. And the most surprising thing, they're gonna, release GTA probably at the end of 2026. And the thing is, like, the estimate that we have here, I'm gonna show you a scenario, very interesting scenario here, based on projections. And the best scenario, we're talking about here a bear case scenario, base case scenario, and bull case scenario. So just the bull case, the best case for GTA 6 sales, we're talking about a revenue, not net income, which is different, revenue of 7.8 billion. So they're not gonna be able to compensate those losses only of the last 3 years of the company, which is insane. I think they're spending too much money on this project, even though the game, it could be the coolest game ever. That's true. I mean, we're talking about a development of years and years and years. So obviously the game, it could be like an amazing game, one of the best ever, probably the game of the year. But for investors, I think it's already too much priced in, at this point, because we're trading around new highs right here, and the negative net income over the last 3 years we're talking about like around minus 8 billion, So it's too much. It's too much in that sense. And when investors realize what's happening right here, wow, this could be a game changing. But still, there's another theory, because obviously in terms of sales, and when you are selling games, the first year is the best year ever, and then it drops, not dramatically, but little by little, and then you have to drop the price to continue the sales, and then the sales, the revenue continues to drop. It's like an exponential growth, but reverse in that sense, So it could happen the same here, but the key question is like, will they have like a very interesting online game for GTA 6? Because if they have, and they increase the sales with the online mode, it could be something different, They did it with GTA 5. It wasn't bad, We're talking about, I believe, $100 million dollars in revenue, constantly with the online game. But still, this could be even better. And if they do it, the World of Warcraft, it was the first example of all. It's like when you add a constant revenue, it could be the best thing you can do with this game, And obviously, after a huge project like this, you have to monetize it somehow, by increasing the content and doing new things for the game, not only just the campaign, but also the online mode and all the things that come with it, Still, we're going to go to the forecast, and we're going to see exactly, but this is my opinion, of course. And then we have the opinion of Wall Street analysts. And here we have 26 analysts offering 1-year price projections right here. And the average of them, it is very surprising for me, they think the stock should go up more than 21%. For the short term, after, the release, I agree. After the release, in 6 months later, 1 year later, I'm not so sure about that. And here, they have to update this, because obviously the projection for 2026 right here is gonna be completely different right now, because this is old. This is very old, because it's not updated yet. They have to update the rating, and right now in 2026 they're gonna have like a very similar earnings as in 2025. We're talking about an EPS of 3 or something around 3, not 8. So when they update this, it's gonna be completely dropped, because the GTA 6 is gonna be released at the end of 2026. They're not gonna have enough time, to get the revenue. And probably, I don't think they're not gonna even release the game in that particular day. I think it's gonna be released at the beginning of 2027. It happens. I remember with Half-Life 2 that it was delayed like 3 or 4 times. It was delayed constantly, and then it was the best game ever at the time, but it was delayed many times, so it could happen the same scenario here. Yeah, 100%. But we'll see. Also, guys, the revenue is important. You know, they're gonna increase it. You know, by the end of 2026, they have to update this definitely. But it's gonna be good in 2027 and 2028, as I mentioned. So probably this is the reason, because the reason why the stock is going up. You know, because the scenario by the end of 2027 and 2028 is gonna be really, really good. You know, the sales are gonna be very, very dramatic at the beginning. You know, everybody's gonna buy the game. That's for sure. But after that, it's gonna be a completely different story. You know, they have to make sure the online mode makes enough sales, you know, in order to keep the cash flow coming in. So what do you think about this one? Do you think it's a good one for the long term? Do you think Take-Two is a good one for the short term as well? At this point, do you think it's gonna underperform until the release date? Leave your comments below and see you in the next video, guys.